What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's time to take a look at Warzone 2, which just came out today, the time I'm making this video here on the Steam Deck, and performance is about what I would expect. So let's go ahead and get into it, starting with our settings here. And nothing too special. We are running 800p, and I don't have any dynamic resolution or anything like that on. We are at our normal aspect ratio for this. Now, as far as quality, I'm on custom here. I have FSR on quality. You could certainly turn this on or off, or up that or down that. Run the settings however you want. These aren't really recommended settings. These are just what I've been running Modern Warfare 2 at, and it's been running 55 to 60 FPS there with great frame time. So I kept these low to off normal settings here in Warzone to see what the performance would be like, and it's basically what I would expect. Now, launching in here actually wasn't too bad. You get a higher frame rate. It's not loading in as much detail, even though you have more in view and in draw distance. Once you land is when it'll get a little bit erratic on you. It does kind of settle out a little bit, but I kind of expected that here with such a bigger map and more players and everything. It wasn't going to be quite as smooth as my 55 to 60 that I'm typically getting in the normal multiplayer or even in some of the campaign. But all in all, I think it's fairly playable. It's not something you're going to be competitive with the Steam Deck, but you could certainly jump in and get some kills, do some challenges, have a decent time with it that way, whether you be docked with your mouse and keyboard or using your Steam controls here. Now, I am running 4 gigabytes of RAM in the BIOS for the Steam Deck, which is something I always recommend if you're running Windows. It does help me some with crashes or games that don't want to load or stutter. So by standard, pretty much if I'm running Windows on deck, I do run that, and I have a video on the channel if you want to check that out on how to up that from 1G standard to the 4 gigabytes. Now, right after being in this truck, I got 1 of 3 crashes that happened to me during filming this, and it's seeming to happen to a lot of people. My regular PC's been fine, but on the Steam Deck and some other AMD rigs I've tried, that crashing's happening quite often. Hopefully that will get straightened out. Now, performance in the Gulag is actually pretty good. I did want to show this. It's slightly better than when you're out in the main map, which is to be expected, and that's a good thing because you're going to want to have decent experience and frame times in here when you're trying to save yourself and get relaunched out into the map. So decent enough experience in there. So we get launched back out here, and you'll see back to our normal performance. It'll start off at 60, and then as we get closer to the ground, and it's rendering everything in more details when we'll start to dip. But ultimately, guys, I think that, you know, Warzone 2 on Windows is playable. This is the Steam version. I have not tested the Battle.net version yet. I just had Modern Warfare 2 on Steam, so I went for Warzone 2 on Steam here on Windows 11 to see how that would be. Again, at the 4 gigs of VRAM as well in the BIOS. All right, guys, thanks a lot for coming and check out the video. As always, if you haven't already, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, leave me your comments, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one.